Hello and welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about how not to give fashion advice. And that means, for me, don't crap all over other people in order to do it. If you like wearing dresses, that's fine. If you don't, you don't. Take a look at this video by Classically Abby. And yes, I talk about this person a lot on my channel because, well, you'll understand why.
Hello beautiful ladies and welcome to today's video where we're going to be talking about how to take your look from comfy to classic in 5 minutes. So one of the comments that I get a lot when people are looking through my channel and I'm talking about fashion and beauty and all of that stuff is, I want to be able to get ready quickly, I want to be comfortable while doing it.
And what exactly qualifies you to give advice on all the things that you talk about? I'm not saying people shouldn't listen or that you're not allowed to talk. I'm just saying, why should anybody view you as some sort of expert?
I don't have 20 minutes to get dressed up. And I get that. I totally understand it. But something that I've always been confused about is that I feel like I can get dressed up in about 5 minutes and it really doesn't make that big of a difference to me. And I can wear something that's pretty comfortable but just looks a little bit more put together. The other night
Okay, let's get to the part that is where people would have a problem.
I went out with a few friends and I didn't feel like I was that dressed up in sweatpants and sweatshirts. A little bit more dressed up and people were taken aback. They didn't know how to handle the fact that I was in a dress and they were all in sweatpants and sweatshirts.
Again, talking down on her friends in order to make herself look better. This isn't the first time she does it. Take a look at this video. Now, we get that you're a major conservative and you are not shy about that. However, let's take a look at this.
Hello, Classic Crew, and welcome to another episode of The Scoop. If you are new to my channel, The Scoop is our opportunity to just act as if we're grabbing a cup of coffee together.
Yes,
chat,
yes, yes.
Kind of go over what's been going
Let's
on over the
move
course
on.
of the week and everyone's wealth. But here's where our opportunity to just act this week, and Twitter thought it was hilarious. I agree. AOC is a socialist, so she hates capitalism, and she really believes in the redistribution of wealth by the government. But here's where the funny part comes in. She recently came out with a line of merchandise, and the money would go to contribute to her campaign. One of the pieces in her line is a sweatshirt that simply says, "Tax the rich." It makes sense if you know that she is a socialist and would love for the government to redistribute everyone's wealth. But here's where...
Excuse me, we can tax the rich without it being a redistribute the wealth kind of situation. And why do you have a problem with taxing the rich? Why, Abby? Why? Shouldn't the rich pay their fair share?
It gets good. Guess how much she's selling this sweatshirt for? Nope, not $25. No, not $35. $58.
Depending on the quality of the sweatshirt, that is not unreasonable. You sometimes have to pay higher prices for higher quality things, Abby. And for someone who talks about fashion as much as you do, you should know that.
The sweatshirt that she's selling is so expensive, only the rich could afford to buy it. What normal person could afford to buy a dinky sweatshirt for $58?
Dinky. Dinky. Because you don't like something, it's dinky. Have you seen the sweatshirt? Have you touched it? Do you know what quality it is, Abby? Because it could be great quality. And sometimes things cost more to support the people making that product.
I know I wouldn't buy a sweatshirt for $58. AOC tried to justify the cost of the sweatshirt by saying it was created by unionized labor. But if the cost...
Abby, you don't mind spending money. Clearly, you don't mind spending money. You have no problem going to Disney World when there is, I'm not going to say it, but a global sickness going around. You have no problem buying plane tickets, or maybe your husband's paying for it. Either way, you have no problem spending money. So, really, stop that noise.
Cost of creating a dinky sweatshirt is $58 when you're using union labor. That kind of proves the point that union labor makes everything more expensive even when it doesn't deserve to be. But hey, at least if any rich person does buy it, they'll get to virtue signal to the world that they believe that all of their money should go to the government. And the great thing about
You virtue signal all the effing time, Abby. All the time. All the time. Moving on. Classically, Abby made this video called Look Good, Be a Rebel. And it was all about how the left doesn't want you to look good, but the right does. Excuse me, do you think that leftists, Democrats, walk around with our tits hanging out? Do you think that we just, tell kids, it's okay, look at however you want to look. If you want to roll in the mud a few times before you go to school and, be filthy when you walk in, that's fine. No. Incorrect. And here is another video. Obvious truths I'm tired of saying. Can we stop acting like these are controversial?
Let's talk about the importance of taking care of your mental health. The key to great therapy is finding a therapist you can truly connect with. I've been fortunate enough to find someone who cares for me and
Hello, Classic Crew, and welcome to today's video where we're going to be talking about obvious truths I'm tired of saying.
If you're tired of saying it, then stop saying it. People that agree with that will follow it, and people don't won't. And that's how life has always been, Abby.
If you are new to my channel, here we talk about classic living and traditional values, and I would love if you would consider subscribing and hitting that notification bell. And if you haven't already subscribed to my Substack newsletter, where you'll get access to a ton of exclusive content, including my podcast, my book club, my discussion threads in our community, make sure to head over to classicallyabby.substack.com. If you hear a baby in the background, that is my son. He's really cute, and he is awake right now, so he is in the room with me while I am filming. But today we're going to be talking about obvious truths that I'm tired of defending, that I'm tired of saying. Y'all, these are obvious. We should all know them by now. And I'm so annoyed that it's still controversial when I say them. So, let's get into today's video.
Let's do this.
Number 1, stop having sex with random people. And by random people, I know this is really not popular, but I'm talking about anyone who you're not married to. Yes.
Again, if people agree with you, they will follow that. If people don't believe it for themselves, they won't. And there is no point in getting mad at it. That is how life goes.
Your boyfriend is a random person because you've not committed yourself to sharing your life with that person. So, yes, your boyfriend is random. Anyone who is not your spouse is random. Stop doing it. It's not good for you. It's not good for you mentally. It's not good for you emotionally. It's not good for you physically. There's really nothing good about having sex before you're married. The great thing about sex when you're married is that it brings you and your husband closer together. It gives you the opportunity to create a new life. It's a great thing when you're married. But when you're not married, it's dumb. Stop doing that. Just stop.
you have to stop.
Number 2, get married. Yeah, getting married is actually better than any other option.
getting married is great, but there are certain people who should not be married. People that are too selfish to be married. People that, trigger warning, are ABUSIVE, should not get married. Trust me, Abby, it will save people a lot of harm if these people do not get married. You're implying every Tom, Dick, and Harry should get married, regardless. No. Not everybody is a good person, Abby. We have people that commit murders, people that lie, cheat, steal. These people should not get married.
You can get married, get married. Now, for those people who have been looking and are having a hard time finding the right person, we're not really talking about that scenario, right? Because they're trying their best to find the right person. But for everyone else who thinks that marriage is just an option, that marriage is okay, or that marriage is actually a worse choice than remaining single, that's stupid. Stop that. It's obvious that marriage is the best option. You have support. You have lifelong love. You have life.
You may or may not have support. You may not have lifelong love. People get married presenting themselves as one way when they turn out to be the complete opposite. It happens many, many, many times, Abby. Not all the time, but many times.
Long commitment. You can build a family with someone who has promised to stay with you and support that family. You can enjoy.
A promise means nothing to some people, Abby. Or sometimes people promise to stay with you, but things happen and they decide, maybe I'd be better off if I weren't in this marriage. Life happens, Abby.
The company of someone for the rest of your life. And honestly, getting married makes the world a better place. Number 3, have babies. Yes, having babies is actually a good thing. It is the best.
It is a good thing. It's the best thing if that's what you want and you're prepared to take care of said baby or babies. But if you are there are people that make horrible parents, Abby. That's why we have CPS, and that's why it is so overtaxed and overwhelmed. Because people that shouldn't have babies have them. Need I say more? People that do horrible things to kids, sexually, mentally, physically. It does happen, Abby.
Option. If you can have babies, have babies. It's awesome. Number 1, it's fun. But number 2, it's actually a fundamental good to take care of the next generation of people, to grow the next generation of people, and to raise them with good and strong moral values.
But people that don't want to do this or can't do this because they don't have any values, how do you expect them to pass on any values, Abby? And if you're going to hurt or abuse children, which many people do, then you're just leaving these kids with scars and problems later on in life. So not everybody should have babies, Abby.
That's it. I don't know why this is complicated. Yes, having babies is what you should be doing. Traveling the world? Having a beautiful, amazing career? Okay. Did you have babies? No? Oh, okay, what are you doing? Yes. Yes, I believe these things. Yes. Yes, I'm being serious. And yes, this is obvious, and it should be obvious. Okay, last but not least, men are different than women. Yeah. Who could have guessed? Oh my God. Men and women are different. Men and women are very different in many fundamental ways.
I'm going to stop it here, but you see the ideas that she's promoting and how these things can be harmful. And when something's harmful, it should be exposed. It should be talked about. I'm going to leave it here. Thank you for watching. Please leave your comments below.